perks are an iconic aspect of custom loadouts in Call of Duty, and in Black Ops 6, there may be a few perks you struggle to pick between, from classics such as Ghost to completely new additions like Guardian. Here are the best perks in Call of Duty Black Ops 6, so you know which ones to pick. I will say for the most part, none of these perks are absolute trash, except for maybe one of them. So the perk system in Black Ops 6 has some notable changes and additions. One is the perk categories. Perks are now divided into 3 categories: Enforcer, Recon, and Strategist. Each category is tailored to different playstyles, such as increased movement, better stealth, or special damage resistance. Also, perk specializations. A new specialization system rewards players for selecting perks within the same category. If you choose all 3 perks from one category, you unlock a bonus perk. For example, selecting all Enforcer perks grant a temporary buff to movement, speed, and health regeneration. But we also have the return of the traditional perk system for the most part. Moving away from the time perks like we saw in Modern Warfare 2, this change aims to provide a more familiar experience for long-term players. So counting backwards from 14 here is every perk in Black Ops 6 ranked, and the top 5 perks we are going to dissect a bit. So 14 through 10, we have Bruiser, Dispatcher, Bankroll, Assassin, and Quartermaster. 9 through 6, we have Engineer, Double Time, Tracker, and Dexterity. And now for the top 5 perks, at number 5, we have Guardian. Right now, this is one of my favorite perks in the game. Let me tell you guys why. This is the ultimate Black Ops 6 perk for objective players who love diving on the point and doing all they can do to secure the win. Here on my channel, I always prioritize winning over everything else. KD, cool clips, whatever the case is, get the damn win. Using this perk, you are able to dominate hard point zones, domination, and in team deathmatch, your health regens fast as hell just by getting kills. Because in team deathmatch, you are playing the objective if you're just running around getting kills. This perk right here is the shit. Definitely give it a try. Now at number 4, we have Flak Jacket. This is a classic perk that many Call of Duty vets will be familiar with. Don't underestimate its simplicity, as enemy lethals can be a real pain if you don't have this perk equipped. Again, if you are an objective player like myself, you should probably run both Guardian and Flak Jacket. You will thank me later, and you will also die a whole lot less. It will prevent you from getting instantly killed after a lethal indicator pops up on your screen, allowing you to continue your streak or survive long enough to cap the objective. Again, both Guardian and Flak Jacket, I think that is a dynamic duo of perks. You can go on some nasty tears if you want to, go on some long kill streaks, and again, get those objective points for your team. Now at number 3, we have Vigilance. I have not quite used this perk yet, but what this perk does is it displays a heads-up display icon whenever you appear on enemy minimaps. You're immune to counter UAV and Scrambler, and you are also immune to Sleeper Agent. This is a huge advantage as it allows you to be one step ahead of the enemy. If you know they're waiting on you to pop out of a certain area of the map, play more patient and you can most likely outplay them. Coming in as second, we have Ghost, an iconic perk that leaves you undetectable by UAVs and other radar pings. You'll need to stay on the move for it to be active. So if you're camping and using Ghost, that will not work and you will have a bad time. If you're in my lobby, I will make sure you have a bad time if you're camping anyway, which makes it perfect in Black Ops 6 as the game is focused heavily on fast-paced movement. It's a no-brainer as UAVs and radar pings can be very strong against you if you don't have Ghost equipped. It's a perk that will save your life more than you realize, as it allows you to move around the map and flank the enemy freely without being spotted. And at number 1, we have Gung Ho. Taking the crown is Gung Ho, as in a game as fluid as Black Ops 6, being able to reload while tag sprinting is vital. Something as small as that is so huge, which is why this ended up at the top of the list. If you have not been using Gung Ho, you're missing a movement enabler that can make your gameplay a lot more fluid. And with this COD being a movement COD, I don't think there's any perk in the game that's better than this one. Again, that is just my opinion, of course, but let me know your take. Enforcer. This is the best combat specialty in Black Ops 6, as gaining a temporary speed boost and buff to health regen after each kill increases your survivability once again, being able to stay alive longer, get those objective points, and if you want to, go on some long tears and maybe try to go for a nuke. Compared to other options, it's the most likely to improve your gameplay, but the recon specialty is a close second, as it essentially gives you high alert from Warzone. Using the best perks in Black Ops 6 will of course put you at a great advantage. However, making sure you use the best weapons and settings, whether you're on mouse and keys or controller, will also make a huge difference. Now let's put all of these perks on a tier list while simultaneously figuring out what perks may work best for your playstyle. So at S tier or meta, of course we have Dexterity. reduce weapon motion while jumping, sliding, and diving, and you'll also take less fall damage. Used for better gun accuracy when jumping, sliding, and diving. This is best for a more aggressive playstyle. And we also have Ninja, you move more quickly. Used to sneak around your enemy with very quiet footsteps. Great for stealthy playstyles or for aggressive players who like pushing enemies without being too loud. And we also have Gung Ho, reduced movement penalties when reloading or using equipment, and you can reload while attack sprinting. Also good for more aggressive players. Double time greatly increases duration of tactical sprint. Also great for aggressive players and pretty good for objective players that want to go ahead and get back to the objective as soon as possible after maybe getting ripped off. In Ghost, we spoke about this earlier, undetectable by enemy UAV radar ping when moving, planting and defusing bombs, or configuring score streaks. That is huge there. Used for a more stealthy playstyle, or I think nowadays we are kind of using the term ratty, but also great for non-respawn game modes like Search and Destroy. So we have a couple of specialty perks on this list as well. Enforcer, killing enemies grants a temporary buff to movement speed and health regen rate. And Recon, enemies can be seen through walls for a short time after respawn. Not a huge fan of the Recon specialty per se, I just think it lacks a little bit of integrity. And closing out the S tier or meta, we have Bankroll. Start each life with 150 score towards score streaks, and used to earn score streaks faster. Great for players that like to go on high streaks. Now for A tier, we have Assassin. I like this perk a good bit. Enemies on a kill streak get a unique marker and drop bounty packs when killed. Pick up the packs for more score. Used to identify enemies on a kill streak and end their streak. Also a great way of earning more score toward your score streaks. And we have Gearhead, which gives you 2 field upgrade charges, and it also increases your field upgrade charge rate. You're able to hack enemy equipment and field upgrades and booby trap care packages. Then we have Scavenger, a W classic perk here. Resupply ammo and equipment from dead enemies. Used when you're trying to survive as long as possible to make sure you don't run out of ammo and equipments. And we have Vigilance, which we spoke about in the top 5. Used to avoid disruptions to your minimap and to counter enemies using Sleeper Agent. We have Forward Intel, increases minimap area and shows direction indicators for revealed enemies. Used for better knowledge of enemy player location on the minimap. And we have Cold Blooded, undetectable by AI targeting and thermal optics, and player controlled score streaks do not highlight you. And you're also immune to spy cams. Now getting into the B tier, we have Dispatcher, reduced score cost for non-lethal score streaks. This perk also stacks with Bankroll. Used to earn non-lethal score streaks faster and great for going on high score streaks as well. And we have Engineer, see enemy equipment and score streaks through walls, and enemy score streak icons on the minimap. Used to avoid dying from enemy traps. And we have Quartermaster, recharge equipment over time. Tracker, see enemy footsteps, and ADSing auto pings enemies. Used to spot nearby enemies easily. Not a fan of that perk. Again, I think that's just kind of one of those newbie type perks. And we have Fast Hands, obviously swap weapons faster and extend fuses when throwing back grenades. This could be beneficial for fast-paced gameplay as well. And we have Flak Jacket, we spoke about this earlier again in the top 5. Used to counter enemies who are spamming explosives. And we have Tac Mask, resistance to enemy flash and concussion grenades, and Neurogas. And we have Guardian, which we spoke about earlier in the top 5 as well. Great for game modes like Hardpoint that allows you to hold the objectives more easily. And the specialty perk here is Strategist. Earn a score bonus for objectives and destroy enemy content. See enemy content through walls from a short distance. Deploy equipment and field upgrades faster. This is good to use to avoid dying from enemy traps as well and earn score streaks faster. And in C tier, we have Bruiser. Melee kills and finishing moves replenish health and earn extra score. Used to earn more score towards your score streaks when using melee weapons. This could be a fun perk to use, but I do definitely see why it is at C tier. Do you agree with this list? If not, what would you change and why? Check out this video next though about the Black Ops 6 beta weapons tier list. And if you dug the content, consider subscribing. All y'all take care, and I'm out.